What is up, everybody? Today, I'm gonna take a look at the 100 card brawl that Magic Arena implemented. Now, this is not something that'll stay, but it's something that I think was long overdue. It's something that people have been asking for a long time, and I think even though they're not gonna make it stay, they're probably gonna transition the 60 card historic brawl that they were going to implement to stay into this. Now I hope, and that means it's opening the door for multiplayer games of Magic Arena, um, kind of semi commander games where they can also uh, adjust the ban list on the fly. Now the deck I'm gonna be running right now is going to be Yarok the Desecrated. This bad boy right here. For those who don't know, Yarok is a 3/5 for 2 mana and Sultai color. That's blue, green, and black. He was released in M20, the core set. He has Death Touch, and Lifelink. And the most important part about it is that whenever a permanent enters a battlefield, if that would trigger an effect, that effect triggers twice. So the goal of this deck is going to be to outvalue the opponent. We're gonna start with just a lot of ramp, as you can see. We're gonna start with all of these ramp. Now, the goal of this, why there's so much at 2 mana and at 3 mana, is that we want the most amount possible of mana on turn 5, because we want to jam Yarok before the opponent has removal. If we manage to stop the enemy from removing Yarok for even just one turn, it's possible that we just win outright, because the value generated by this guy in one turn is actually insane, even for the crazy deck that I've been around for the moment. Now, what is the end looking like? So we're gonna ramp a lot. We have a small mid game where we want to remove stuff. So we have Ravenous Chupacabra, Atris Oracle of Half-Truth to draw more card, Hostage Shaker and Binding of the Old Gods, stuff like that. But our mid game is still a lot of ramp, as you can see. Quandrix Cultivator, Solemn Simulacrum, Migratory Greathorn, stuff like that. The win cons in this deck are either a lot of creature and Race Forerunner, looping Garuda, Agent of Treachery, or Massacre Worm with Tassa's Deep Dwelling. Loop Gary also could do this with Tassa's Deep Dwelling. I couldn't find many blink spells that I liked, so it's mostly just value and not blink centered. The mana base is a bit all over the place because with all those lands I wasn't sure where to go, but we still have a fair amount of basics, right? 3 island, 2 swamps, and 4 forest. Now, this is an idea. I don't know if it's the best out there, but this is just an idea. I'm gonna put the deck list in the comment, and if you want to try it out for yourself while the thing is still going, you can. Now we're just gonna record a few games and I'll see you there. What is up, everybody? Today I'm gonna take a look at the 100 card brawl that Magic Arena implemented. Now, this is not something that'll stay, but it's something that I think was long overdue. It's something that people have been asking for a long time, and I think even though they're not gonna make it stay, they're probably gonna transition the 60 card historic brawl that they were going to implement to stay into this. Now I hope, and that means it's opening the door for multiplayer games of Magic Arena, kind of semi-commander games where they can also uh, adjust the ban list on the fly. Now the deck I'm gonna be running right now is going to be Yarok the Desecrated. This bad boy right here. For those who don't know, Yarok is a 3/5 for 2 mana and Sultai color. That's blue, green, and black. He was released in M20, the core set. He has Death Touch, and Lifelink. And the most important part about it is that whenever a permanent enters a battlefield, if that would trigger an effect, that effect triggers twice. So the goal of this deck is going to be to outvalue the opponent. We're gonna start with just a lot of ramp, as you can see. We're gonna start with all of these ramp. Now, the goal of this, why there's so much at 2 mana and at 3 mana, is that we want the most amount possible of mana on turn 5, because we want to jam Yarok before the opponent has removal. If we manage to stop the enemy from removing Yarok for even just one turn, it's possible that we just win outright, because the value generated by this guy in one turn is actually insane, even for the crazy deck that I've been around for the moment. Now, what is the end looking like? So we're gonna ramp a lot. We have a small mid game where we want to remove stuff. So we have Ravenous Chupacabra, Atris Oracle of Half-Truth to draw more card, Hostage Shaker and Binding of the Old Gods, stuff like that. But our mid game is still a lot of ramp, as you can see. Quandrix Cultivator, Solemn Simulacrum, Migratory Greathorn, stuff like that. The win cons in this deck are either a lot of creature and Race Forerunner, looping Garuda, Agent of Treachery, or Massacre Worm with Tassa's Deep Dwelling. Loop Gary also could do this with Tassa's Deep Dwelling. I couldn't find many blink spells that I liked, so it's mostly just value and not blink centered. The mana base is a bit all over the place because with all those lands I wasn't sure where to go, but we still have a fair amount of basics, right? 3 island, 2 swamps, and 4 forest. Now, this is an idea. I don't know if it's the best out there, but this is just an idea. I'm gonna put the deck list in the comment, and if you want to try it out for yourself while the thing is still going, you can. Now we're just gonna record a few games and I'll see you there. What is up? So the first game we have today is against a Niv Mizzet Reborn deck. It is a 5 color commander, and I've seen a lot of people running 5 colors. It can get a bit crazy, but also in the few games I've played to playtest this game, because I didn't want to just like go out cold with this deck. Is that the Niv Mizzets, although they have been good, they have not been good enough to beat us, I feel. So we're just gonna ramp up, as I say. This is a ramp card. It's not the greatest, but it is cheap and in the color we want, because we're gonna lack black mana often. So we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna put blue because we're kind of scared. What is at the beginning? If you come back, put a +1/+1 on target creature you control. Then if that creature has 2 or more counters, transform this. Now we don't really care about that. We're just gonna put Guardian Project out. This is gonna draw us so many cards throughout the game, because once again it works with Yarok. We're just gonna keep the board clear, I think. The value is already on board with Guardian Project. I feel like it's all we need really. This is gonna let us get another little thing, which is good because I fear we might not have enough lands right now. So yeah. Soon we're gonna be able to loop Tasa. So yeah, now Tasa is gonna be able to loop with Guardian Project and with the Blood Mage. The Blood Mage is gonna make us get little pests, which are, by the way, the cutest thing ever. Like, look at this bad boy. Oh, he's so cute. So yeah, he's gonna escape to the wild. We're gonna see what he can get. So 2 lands, Lightning Elix, another land, and Bolus. We don't really care about anything right now, honestly. Yeah, I don't think I care that much. I think this is just like Ornate Queen time. Right? Oof, this is gonna hurt. Now, his deck do run a fair amount of board wipes, but even if they board wipe us right now, we're in a pretty solid state. I don't know, man. And every turn I'm gonna get more and more insect. There's no way you can deal with this. And like, sure, I'm gonna, like, I don't need Tassa's Oracle anymore. Not for the moment. I can't loop her consistently. It's mostly in the deck for the early stages, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so he kills the Hornet Queen, which is fair, but now the value is really where it's at. We're gonna get double the card draw. And we're gonna get a lot of lands. Now, this is why you play this commander. And I'm gonna remind you, we can't really deck ourselves because it's the 100 card decks, right? We have a lot of cards. We're gonna put those on the bottom because we're gonna mill them regardless with these. I'm gonna take the one that can make us draw, even though it's not really important. And I'm gonna just kill this guy, right? Like, we don't want it to flip, so. But now we're really in the clear. This is where you want to be. He's gonna Assassin's Trophy the Yarok, which is, it's fine, you know. We're gonna get another forest here, and we're gonna put Yarok back into the zone, and we're just gonna attack. Now next turn we probably win. It's and that's the best part of it. That's how the deck should work. Now these decks are really good. The 5-color decks, from what I saw, were like super OP. But I just feel like they can't do much against the value that is presented here. We got Tassa looping, we got the Callous Blood Mage. It's not even a good loop target, and look at how much value he got us. So they're gonna Garuda. Can it be bad? Yeah, of course it can. They can get like actually, yeah, I'm not sure what they're gonna get. They can get a few things. But even then, I think most of the... Oh, they can't even get anything. What? And then they just surrender because they knew next turn I was going to win. Now, that is a problem with these decks. If they don't outvalue you and they don't get any board wipes, I feel like Yarok just wins straight up. So we're going to go to the next game now. Hello. Now, this game we're against a merfolk. I'm I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't even know what this card does. We're gonna look at it right now. When she enters the battlefield, if I control another creature with a +1, if she controls another creature with a +1/+1 counter on it, draw a card, and they can adapt it. And every creature with a +1, so it's a +1/+1 counters matter deck, which, hey, it's pretty good. Now, what are we going to do? The game plan, as usual, is just to ramp. We got Skull Prophet again. Now, Skull Prophet is good because he covers the black source of mana, which we might lack sometimes. We're just gonna Uro, and we're going to... I'm legit just gonna Hostage Taker because I don't want this person to start going out of control. And what we can do is play this, and then whenever we're gonna get Tassa, like we're gonna want to play this like that, then we're gonna play this one out, then we're gonna play Figglefit. Alright. Now, the cool loop that we can do is whenever we Tassa, we can blank the Hostage Taker and play their creature every turn, which is gonna be the play. Honestly, it's too good not to do it. And they surrender instantly. That one was a really lame one, but it just shows you the power of the early game in this deck, right? We're gonna go to the next one, and honestly I'm gonna do a few more because these have been going so fast, but it's just because of how good the deck is. So I really invite you to try it. So we'll go to the next one. Hello again. We are on to our third game of the day with the Yarok deck, and we are against Nicol the Ravager. Now this is probably going to be a Sultai good stuff. This end is not the greatest, but it is decent if we can get to a forest or a swamp. I didn't really think this room, I'm going to be honest, but let's see if the deck can carry us because it's pretty good. This is going to allow me to go fetch a forest, so this is obviously going to be great. I might want a swamp, actually. We'll see with the next few draws. Yeah, I want a swamp now, but yeah, I'm just gonna go get a swamp. As you can see, I have a good amount of basics in the deck because a few cards like this one are going to fetch them. Now, what is the play against this guy? Well, first off, we're just gonna play the Sad Robot, and we're gonna go get a forest just so we have everything on the board and we're not forced to pay life to have a green source. Now they're gonna destroy this. We're gonna go fetch a basic, and honestly this is actually kind of good for us. I want more greens than blues in this deck most of the time, so I'm not gonna complain about them destroying this. Honestly, as it goes on, the Castle of Ventress gets better and better, but early game as we are, it's not the most important thing there is. I'm gonna reveal this, and I'm just gonna play Yarok, and if they want to kill Yarok, they're gonna have to do something about it, unless they get an instant scatter. Obviously this was my bad, but we get Yarok back into the command zone and we're good to go. Now he's probably gonna play the Nicol Ravager, I would assume. I mean, it is what it is, really. He is gonna make me discard a card, but I can Maelstrom Pulse it, and if I Maelstrom Pulse it, I'll have 3 mana left. With 3 mana I can play the Callous Blood Mage. I'll have actually 4. Now he wants to play this instead. He's probably gonna +1 it. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna play Skewed Swarm. We're gonna play a land, and then we're gonna Maelstrom Pulse this. pretty good if I do say so myself. And we're just gonna pass. We're just gonna wait. This is a value deck. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the Callous Blood Mage just because Karuga is gonna draw us 3 cards. So we don't really care about like discarding or anything. Yeah. Why did I play this instead of the Ornate Queen is simply because of board wipes. I just wanted to have as many creatures out there as I could when I play Karuga, because Karuga is gonna draw me card for every creature with mana value 3 or greater. This is 1, 2, and 3. I need 3 cards, and I can't just play Ornate Queen because Ornate Queen might get Anguished, and if he plays Anguished, this whole board dies, and it's not a favorable position to be in. Now I'm gonna play Yarok again because yeah, okay, you're gonna counter it again. Fun. So you see, he doesn't want me to play he doesn't want me to play Yarok so much, but at the end it doesn't really matter. I'm getting a lot of Scute Swarm, my dude, and you're not gonna be able to stop them all. So yeah, you're countering my Yarok, but that's pretty much all you're doing with the game. One would assume he's waiting to be able to play it and then flip it, and never mind, he's just gonna go for it. I'm gonna discard a card. I don't think if I keep this, it's gonna be better than the Ornate Queen, but it does give me more option. But I think I'm just gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep the Ornate Queen. It's just so good. So we'll see if this lands. I really hope it does. But you know, it does. Hell yeah! So now we get a million Scute Swarm. Scute Patrol. Each of them is triggering twice, so we're gonna get 16 others. You know, we're just gonna... We're just gonna attack. It is what it is, man. If we don't attack now, we're never gonna really get anywhere with our creatures. He's gonna exile 2 cards, which weren't that great. Now, an argument could be made not to keep Ornate Queen, right? He's gonna bedevil the Yarok again. This guy, I swear, he's just using everything he has on this guy, but, I mean, look at the board state. You're gonna lose next turn unless you wipe the board. And you can flip him, but flipping him is not gonna win you the game. So yeah, I don't know what this guy's thinking. He needs a board wipe, right? He needs Anguish would probably win him the game on the spot. But let's see if he has it. If he plays Extinction Event, that could also be great. Oh, he's gonna play a Planeswalker, which gain control of target creature. Okay. He's gonna Cruxa, which is gonna make me discard Ornate Queen, but I think you're just dead on board here, friend. Yeah, look, I'm not sure what you wanted to do, but I mean, I'm just gonna play with my food if I can. Yeah. So that was a pretty good one. Kind of a longer game that goes on, but we're going to play, I think, one last one for today, and that's gonna be it. All right, now this is going to be a test, right? Because Golos decks are really strong. Now, I think we'll be fine, especially with Migratory Great Horn and Skewed Swarm. We have other 3 colors. We're gonna see how it goes, right? I hope it goes well. This would be a big accomplishment for this deck. But, you know, Golos' deck are really strong. So we'll see. We'll see, man. He's gonna ramp a lot. I don't have any way of destroying Golos, so if he just jams the Golos, I might get out value here. We'll see how it goes though. Here I played the Skewed Swarm first, and then the Swamp to guarantee the insect token, so that if he destroys this guy, I can just Great Horn on this, anyways, like he's going to do. He's gonna kill the Skewed Swarm for sure, but I guaranteed myself the Great Horn, not on the Leaking Druid, so I have 2 big bodies instead of 1. He might take the Great Horn actually, so scratch that. Yeah, the good play here is a Great Horn because I don't have any more mana. If he takes anything else, it's kind of troll, but he might just assume I'll draw the mana and then like he might be scared of Gyruda. So yeah, okay, Gyruda it is. It's not the greatest thing ever, but it's not the worst. We can Great Horn to get to Cavalier of Thorn, so it's not the worst it can get. Now we're gonna get a big body on the board. Tick Lad. We're gonna get it over, and whenever it mutates, it's gonna fetch us a card from our graveyard. So yeah, we're not gonna attack. We're gonna defend. We don't really care. He's a combo deck. We're a combo deck, so it is what it is. Now he's gonna get a forest. This turn he can play Golos. He cannot spin him though, so we'll see what he decides to do. He plays Golos. Alright, I cannot kill it this turn unless I draw something to kill it right now. So we're just gonna hope, I imagine. Oh, he got the World Tree thing, so that's not great for us. We did not draw anything to kill the Golos, so we might just lose. We'll see how long we can hold on though. So yeah, spin your wheels, buddy. Spin your wheels. And we'll see if we can hang out for a turn. We can survive this, but it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough for sure. Oh my god, he's going Gyruda. It doesn't trigger the effect because you did not read the card correctly, but you still have a 6/6 for 6 mana, so that's cool. He did not spin the wheel, so I'm kind of sad about that. I mean, I'll block the Golos for sure if you let me kill it. I'll gladly kill it. Yeah, of course. Then I can bring back 1 card. I think I'll bring this guy back, right? This guy's really good at drawing cards, so I'll play this, and then I'll play this. I'm gonna draw a bunch of cards. Hopefully some of them will be lands, and we're getting in land. Yeah, I'll keep the land. I'm gonna draw so many cards per turn that I'll just take the lands. I'll take all I can get, essentially. And yeah, this is gonna be a rough one, but for some reason he killed Golos. He can't play Golos and spin it again, so he has 9 manas, so he can play it. He's gonna get another land. I'm assuming Field of the Dead this time. If he doesn't have Field of the Dead, that might be bad for him, but I'm assuming he does. Yeah, there goes the Field of the Dead. We're gonna block this with this, and we're gonna go this with this. We don't want to take any more damage than possible. He's gonna draw a card, but that's one less body on the field, and I think that's looking pretty good for us. So we're just gonna play Yarok. We're gonna shove it out there, and we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna draw 2 cards. Cool. We're gonna play this guy. Let's do 2 other cards. That's great, and we're gonna play Elysian Catharsis. And yeah. So now we're gonna discard a card. I don't really think we need Skull Prophet. Skull Prophet has done its time. So now he can spin, or he can, like, can he even spin though? I didn't even look if he had the mana to. Yeah, he should be able to, right? Like, yeah, this one makes him able to spin, because it gives all the mana to all the colors. Not even is going to minus, if he minus 5s, yeah, he's killing everything, but I mean, I'll take the action. What? Oh, this is even more than 5. Wow. Alright, well, this might just be a loss for us. Do I have anything that the Scarab God can get that could save me? Not really. Can play this, and then I'll have 4 mana left, and with 4 mana I can get, like, I think that's the best chance I get. So we'll see. I think we're just dead here, but this is kind of lame. He didn't even spin Golos once. But it's kind of what I saw going into the first 2 games I did. The Golos decks, well, every 5 color deck that I played against were, oh my god, so many ways to kill me on this. All the 4 color decks I saw were kinda iffy. Now, can Gyruda do anything? Gyruda can give me Vorinclex. Alright, so what are we going to do? Clearly gonna play this. Then we're gonna Gyruda. Wow. So we're just gonna do this on the... We're just gonna do Teferi's Protection right now. Wow. This is something, and he's gonna spin in response. Alright, he's gonna hope to kill us with the spin. Can he kill us? Nope. This is a really good hand for him though. But we get 1 more turn at the very least. So we're gonna resolve it. And yeah. That was a clutch Teferi Protection. And now we'll see what happens, I guess. Wow. But yeah, most like had he not spin, I think he was still winning. Now, of course, having Omniscience is pretty dope. Yeah, I'm gonna pass to his main phase. Of course, having Omniscience is, you know, pretty cool for him. He's gonna be able to empty his hand, but at least I have 1 more turn. I don't think it's gonna matter that much, but that was a pretty insane turn of event. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. I mean, you never know what you can draw, man. You can draw I can draw Yarok into Massacre Worm and almost kill him.
Hope it's not too hot for you.
Yeah, this is not the greatest. Like, that's a neat combo, but yeah, we just lose. Well, I'm still gonna keep that one in. That was a pretty insane turn of event. But yeah, I'll leave you guys to the post games wrap up on the deck, and I'll see you guys there. All right. So what do we think of this deck? Obviously, it's pretty good. I know Wizard said something about depending on the commander you play, you're gonna play against stronger or weaker commanders. I don't know where Yarok fits in their list because I've been playing against pretty much anything. I played against a bunch of random jank commanders, but I also played against like Tegrids, Esikas, Golos, Niv Mizzets, and those are, from my understanding, some of the best out there. I also played against a bunch of Wynodas. So yeah, not sure about that. Now, the deck, would I change something about it? Is there any cards that when I saw them, I wasn't really happy about them? I feel like Atris might be a bit outclassed in this specific deck. And I feel like Dinrova Horror is also a bit outclassed in this specific deck. But I can see a world where sending 2 of their cards to their hands and then making them discard 2 cards is good. But for 6 mana, so maybe I change cards. I would change Dinrova Horror, Atris. But honestly, the rest is really good. The Scarab God is a bit of a meme card, but it's one of my favorite things to ever happen, so I like that. And maybe Biogenic Ooze is also a bit outclassed. But besides that, the deck is pretty solid. It's really fun. And honestly, I do think they will make this a permanent game mode. Probably not right now, but in a few months or maybe a year or so, they will. So this is definitely a deck to check out. It is my favorite commander. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. I'll start uploading videos more often. I have this great blue and black control list that I've been playing a lot of, and it's honestly really great. So I'll do videos on this for sure with the sideboard. But yeah, until then, take care, and I'll see you in the next videos. See you next time.